Hi Julie, how's everything going? Ready for this lesson?
Hi Jormman, it's going well. Yeah, I'm ready.
Which one do you like better? The American accent or the British accent? In my case, I prefer the British one because I don't like that American R sound.
That's interesting. By my side, I've always been into the American English and I'm more familiar with it. Although I'd also like to practice British English someday.
Oh nice! So let's take a look at some words that have a completely different pronunciation even though they're the same word.
Let's do it. I'm gonna play the American pronunciation and you the British pronunciation.
Okay, our first word is water. The stress in this case is on the first syllable. How do you pronounce it?
By my side, I would say water. And it is a stress on the first syllable as well. Our second word is tomato. The stress sound comes on the second syllable.
Alright, in British I'd say tomato, and it has the stress sound on the second syllable as well. Then we have the word adult. For Brits, the stress sound comes on the first syllable.
By my side, it is localized on the second syllable and it is pronounced adult. What about the word advertisement? In this case, I do the stress sound on the first syllable.
Really? In British it is very different. It is pronounced with the stress on the second syllable and with a simple I sound, just like this, advertisement.
Let's move on to the fifth word, which is very curious because you can pronounce it by two ways, either or either, and it is stressed on the first syllable.
Very curious indeed. Brits don't pronounce it the same as you, just the R changes, just like this, either or either. This is a similar case to either, just put the N at the beginning and you can pronounce it the same way, neither or neither.
In American, it's the same, but we do a stronger R, neither or neither. Next one, we have schedule in American English and we pronounce it with a stress at the beginning of the word.
This is a very different one because we don't pronounce that k sound. It is just schedule with the stress on the first syllable. Let's continue with the word mobile, which has the stress sound at the beginning.
Nice. By my side, it is mobile and the stress is in the same place as Brits. This one is kind of interesting. We drop the H and you can just say herb.
Very interesting. We don't drop that H, but we pronounce it by dropping the R instead, just like this, herb. Finally, our last word is massage. Brits make the stress sound on the first syllable and make a long R sound at the end. How do you pronounce it?
Americans pronounce it like a massage, and the stress sound in this case would come on the second syllable. Now, let's take a look at some words that have the same meaning even though they are different.
Okay, let's do it. In the UK, it is cool bots.
In New Zealand, it is chili bean, and in Australia, sky.
In the UK, it is loo, and in New Zealand, it is Donny.
And in Australia, you say also loop.
In the UK, it is flip-flops.
And in New Zealand, you say jandal. And in Australia, you can also say thongs.
In the UK, it is cozy, and in New Zealand, it is tops.
And in Australia, you can say baiters.
In the UK, it is hiking.
In New Zealand, you can say tromping, and in Australia, bushwalking.
In the UK, it is gum, and in New Zealand, it is chuddy.
And in Australia, you can say it chewy.
In the UK, it is a corner shop.
And in New Zealand, you say it dairy. And in Australia, milk bar.
Now we have other expressions that have the same meaning, but in each country you say them in different ways.
Alright, what would you call somebody who is acting in a stupid way?
In the UK, you can say tweet, and in New Zealand, you can say egg.
And in Australia, you can say drongo.
What do you say when you really agree with someone? In the UK, you can say absolutely.
In New Zealand, you can say hard out. And in Australia, you can also say bloody oath. How do you tell someone not to worry?
In the UK, you can say no worries mate, and in New Zealand, you can say no worries cuz.
And in Australia, you can say no workers mate.
Okay, that's it for today. It was a pleasure making this video with you.
The pleasure was mine. Thank you.